before. I'm having an aha moment right now.
You got it.
I'm having an aha moment with Steve.
At somebody's private parts in my damn hair.
Well, Steve Harvey tried to look like he was repulsed and disgusted, but the thing is, he's actually a part of that Oprah's shady Foreskin extravaganza. It seems like both TV hosts are making millions not only by using their eloquence, but also secretly running farms across the globe to collect the precious material for their products. So, you all know Oprah, the queen of spiritual wellness and self-discovery, but here's been recently involved into some shady business. And now, it seems like her closest business partner, or should we rather say crime partner, Steve Harvey, is being exposed for participating in the same activities along with the entertainment mogul.
And there's so many things you're managing at one time. You are handling it. You make me so proud.
So, you guys probably never expect to find out that Steve Harvey, the self-proclaimed king of comedy, will find himself in a situation far more precarious than any cheating rumors you've heard about him. Now, this man is freaking out at the mere mention of Oprah's name because their shady business has been just exposed. It all started with Sandra Bullock, the glamorous Hollywood star who once confessed to using young foreskin extract for her facial treatments. And it's nonetheless Oprah Winfrey who made this product popular among celebs who wanted to stay young and radiant at any age. Apparently, it has become quite a lucrative business in Hollywood.
Who thinks of collecting it and having it for, we'll do something with this someday?
And why didn't we come up with that?
But let's not forget about the horror of the whole thing. To provide enough products for all celebs in the industry, it seems like the manufacturers need to run the multiple farms in many places across the globe. And hey, this is exactly when Oprah comes into this story. Remember the whole scandal with the Brazilian healer this lady was promoting? Well, that's just a tip of an iceberg. And if you dig deeper, you'll find out that Oprah wasn't even able to run the entire business alone. So she came up with the idea of entrusting her big secret with her good old friend Steve Harvey, who even went to advertise these horrible products on his show once.
But so it's made from human foreskin.
Well, Steve may be keeping his lips sealed, but some celebs have been spilling the tea on the dark and sinister side of staying forever young and his role in the entire story. One of these celebs was Wendy Williams. She's known for her ability to dig to the truth, and apparently she had discovered something truly sinister that contradicts the norms of behavior in humanity. Wendy Williams went full on conspiracy theory mode during an episode of her show when she had Lee Daniels as her guest. And guess what? He openly admitted to using these secretions for that younger-looking skin.
I suck baby's blood and put it on my face.
It's enough to send shivers down the spine just thinking about it. Wendy's expression said it all. She was clearly grossed out by the whole idea. And if you're still skeptical, guys, here's some real facts and proof. Business Insider did an article on clinics offering procedures like pumping young people's blood into people's veins. Well, seems like it's more than a startup now, but the whole international corporation, and both Oprah and Steve Harvey are behind the shady activities related to collecting the material for these rejuvenating procedures and cosmetics. No wonder both celebs never ever spilled a single drop of tea on that quite controversial and borderline creepy business.
New. It's actually the whole concept behind a very popular, very high-end skincare line.
However, everything eventually comes to the light, and now with more controversial acts made by Oprah, the whole truth surfaces and Steve Harvey is freaking out, knowing what kind of backlash and consequences may await him. I mean, it's definitely Oprah who's been behind collecting the material, especially considering her vested interest in opening a boarding school in Africa, which has been notable for its scandals and conspiracies. You may think that running a farm so far away to collect blood and other materials is kind of safe. However, the society across the globe was shocked by the news happening behind the doors of Oprah's elite academy, and what was the entertainment mogul's motives of opening it?
And I wanted to be able to be in control so I could manage what was going to happen in their lives. And so often what happens when you release it, it comes back to you. So
now, there's no concrete evidence, but some internet users believe Oprah might have some connection to this shady activity, especially with her intention to hide these farms in far-located destinations like Brazil or South Africa. Many people are beyond disgusted by this information and can't stay silent amidst these speculations. As one person commented, this industry is beyond corrupt and subtle to enter in people's minds. And another user added, Oprah is doing what is right for Oprah and Oprah only. Well, Oprah, using a boarding school as a cover sounds pretty darn convenient for some covert activities. People have been speculating about missing girls, and no news outlet seems to have shed any light on how the school handled the situation. However, the locals expressed their anger and bitterness of Oprah coming to their land and ruining so many lives.
It's unfortunate that this had to happen because what Oprah Winfrey has done for those children in that school.
Some fans are now convinced that Oprah is setting up orphanages all over Africa to harvest chemicals from human bodies and continue growing her empire built on sacrifices and pain. And guess who's been her partner in all that story? Nonetheless, Steve Harvey, who was merely an investor since he didn't want to raise an ounce of suspicion from the authorities. And it seems like the TV host knows a lot about the bodily fluids.
You gotta squeeze, and then you got to get this here. You have to do this.
Some fans are nibbling at this juicy conspiracy fruit, believing that there's some truth in it. They're wondering why this is all coming to light now and what the Hollywood elites and handlers think about these revelations. Are Oprah and Steve being sacrificed? Or is the whole thing about their shady business and secret farms falling apart like a house of cards? Now, it seems like justice is now in the hands of locals who want to save their children from the ever-reaching claws of the industry elites. As one insider claimed, the children do not have voices. Their voices have been silenced by the law and the police not acting, and the people who read the newspapers do nothing. So we have to make a stand and do whatever it takes to stamp out this evil. We can only pray that the government will listen. But hold on to your seats, guys, because the Oprah story just keeps serving up twists and turns. And the most recent controversy she had to face is happening right now amidst the allegations that the TV host is using the Maui fire outbreak to keep her shady activities close to the United States.
Trying to figure out how do I best help. And in the beginning, it was just, material things, dropping off generators and towels.
Now, it seems like Maui is the new playground for Oprah's shady business, as it was reported that a huge number of people, including kids, have been missing after the catastrophic disaster. And in the middle of all that is again our favorite philanthropist, Oprah, who is dragging all attention to herself and even bathes in huge backlash, while her helpers and minions, Steve Harvey included, are doing the shady business behind the scenes.
And where Oprah has been quietly visiting survivors.
So, Oprah, along with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, decided to kickstart a funding campaign for a good cause after the Maui fire incident. But here's where it gets juicy. Jason Momoa, the Aquaman himself, isn't too thrilled about celebs like Johnson and Oprah asking regular folks, who aren't exactly swimming in cash, to chip in. In an Instagram video, Jason went full-on truth, teller mode, and spilled the beans on imposters asking for donations supposedly destined for Maui wildfire disaster relief efforts.
But I am not reaching out to anyone asking for money, so please do not send money to these.
Now people are scratching their heads and wondering why super rich celebs and billionaires need to ask the public for money in the first place. Some even suspect they might have some hidden agenda behind their pleas for cash from regular folks. And apparently, this is how Oprah is trying to divert the public's attention from real problems like missing children. Well, Oprah has chosen the wrong place and time because all her shady connections are being exposed right now. Apparently, she planned to turn this land into her own farm to keep providing her elixir of youth to celebrities and promised Steve Harvey a chunk of the profits if he helps. And you know Steve. This man is greedy to get his hands on more coins, but with the exposure coming his way, all of the business activities may be hushed for now.
The little moments, at this level, what I've discovered is so few people are talking.
Let's hope that this exposure will somehow put on hold all the dirty activities these two have been engaged in, because it seems like Steve and Oprah have crossed the line with doing their business right under people's watchful eye, and netizens have been tearing these two apart for the hurt they've done. As one person commented, that's why she took all the kids from Maui, among other things. And another user added, think about it, is that why kids are disappearing? Well, it feels like Oprah is ruling some secret and quite a shady business, and nothing is doing anything to expose this lady. Amidst all these speculations, I have a question for you guys. Do you think that Steve Harvey is somehow involved in Oprah's dubious activities? And if this story about turning Hawaii into a farm is true, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos. Well, that's it for now.